amazing 3 videos in 1 week. It's just, I have so much on my mind tonight, and I can't relax. Tomorrow morning I go to work, and I really should be in bed right now. I had the glass of milk method, you know, you warm a glass of milk, and it doesn't really work for me. It just makes me kind of grumpy because I can't sleep. So I end up taking 4 to 3 showers most likely tonight, and have another night of issue sleeping. Like for the last 3 days, I've been sleeping so good. And sadly, for 2 weeks straight, I was only sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night. And I think I might be going back to that. I really need to find a sleep aid that works for me, because for a while I was using NightWell when I started having a night sleeping issue. Just when I got poison ivy, which wasn't fun. And then it cleared up, and then I stopped having the issue, but then I'm allergic to mosquitoes, so when I get a mosquito bite, it actually swells up and it turns red. That's even gross. And I have to deal with that, and it's horrible, because I have to put toothpaste in my skin just for esophageal, and afterwards it makes it feel better. And I haven't been on for about a week or 2 till it heals. And since I got my mosquito bites, and they're like all over my back, like the beginning of my back crack to the mid of my back, and I don't even know how I got them. I just remember when hiking with my BF one day, and I was like, I think I got my mosquito. And it was kind of sketchy where we went, because we were just like hiking out of nowhere, like, oh, let's hike. And all of a sudden, mosquitoes everywhere. Yeah, I think it's pretty, you know. I just can't stop thinking, like, I honestly want my brain to shut down for the night and go to bed and not worry what happens for the future and stuff, because I am so weird right now. Like, nothing bad's happening. Like, the relationship is going very well. It's just, I'm worried about something and I don't want to talk about it. Like, I think it's a mistake what's going on, but me and him are not breaking up, so I'm stressed. And tomorrow morning I should call him and say good morning, tell him I love him, and tell him I'm going to walk into work. I hate my job so much. My boss is going to turn off sometimes, because he was the manager there that I really don't like, was so nice before she was not before. And then she's a total. She's worse than him when she freaks out. He's kind of chill. I've heard he got a little bit more chill since he got older. But that's what I've heard. My work is pretty cool. Like, what I do is pretty cool. Like, I work basically 3-4 days a week, which is nice since I don't really have to deal with a lot of people. And tomorrow I'm most likely working on the register, because I get off at 5:30, and I show too much early to be cleaner for the day, or to be a greeter. And I hate being a greeter. Oh my god. You stand at the door and you're like, hello, welcome to blank blank. Now you're in that blank 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 blank. I'm not saying the right word because I don't know it. And so don't mind if I just say blank blank the name, because I don't know, because it's nobody's business. I'm in a safety girl. I'm in it. I went 3 days without eating, and I lost like 3 pounds. And then I started eating again, and I gained 3 pounds back. Ironic. In fact, I gained 30 pounds my first meal. And it was just, oh no. I'm 160 pounds. I feel fat. Annoyed. Like, I'm thinking of like, oh, I need to cut hair. I hate college. Like, college is not my thing. The problem is, like, beauty school is so expensive. Like, it costs us like $7,000 for the place I know. The only place in town that is a beauty college where I live. And it's privately run and owned, which is pretty cool. I guess a lot of places where I live, it's privately run. Like, it used to be owned by the college where you live, but then the college was trying to shut it down because it wasn't making any profit. And the lady who was the main instructor, she bought it. I think it's really cool because she's pretty sweet and pretty nice. Like, I met her and she actually helps her students actually get jobs. Like, she guarantees by the time you graduate, she'll give you a job. Somewhere will hire you. So, if you do her full course and you graduate, she literally sets up interviews for you. She calls places. And a lot of the places in my town, because we have a lot of salons and beauty places, because it's California and we are a tourist attraction because we live near the beach. We end up always getting rich legal bitches. Those are fun because I visit my work while they're here. They're not really nice. They yell at you all a lot. They're very mean to you. Thank God I don't work tomorrow. Thank God I don't work Thursdays. My customers are always mean on Thursday for some reason. My customers are always nice on Saturday and Friday because I think it's just everybody gets paid and I was like, I have money. And yeah. Like, the economy is really tough on top of it, which isn't good. My boyfriend's looking for a job. And no one's hiring down where I live. And if they are hiring, you have to have a car. And you have to travel. And he doesn't have a car. So you can't travel. My brother, he's got an interview for Target. He hasn't heard anything yet from it, though. I hope he got the job. It was for being a soft boy. Which was pretty cool, I guess, because it's a job. Everything right now is a job. I'm not condoning prostitution, but that's a job. And a lot of women, I think, are going to really turn to it. If the economy gets worse, people are going to turn to like doing drugs and selling drugs, just so they don't. And I feel bad for this because I'm a woman, that I'm pro prostitution. I probably would never do the work myself. Like, I would probably never become a prostitute. I would never sell drugs. But honestly, if the government regulates it correctly, the women actually have to work hard to say, I'm allowed to be a prostitute. And they do it very cleanly, where they have to use condoms, they have to get tested regularly. I mean, like, they get tested monthly if they have to. They have cleaning place when they do it. They have to charge a minimum of a price. It would cut down in so much disease, because people that go to prostitutes are like 50% chance of getting a disease. People that are prostitutes and they don't have a clean environment, they don't have support, they don't have compassion, I think they get run down and they become self-confident, where they don't want to do nothing but this, and then they start doing drugs, which is worse, because then you show up showing your arm with a syringe and all of a sudden you got HIV, and then the guy comes around and says, well, I will have sex with you for $200. had a condom, and all of a sudden you give them the disease. So I'm pro for it. Like, honestly, I think America should just like say, oh, you can do prostitution, but you have to have all these deductions, and they have to take a sex ed class, and they have to do certain classes to actually become, and they have to be certified. They have to learn about like STDs. They have to learn like basic medicine and a couple other things that probably would help them be a healthier person. And they should legalize brothels so they could have a safe place to live. And these brothels should have regulations where women get so many days off and they're not always having sex. Because I've heard horror stories. Like, I dreamed it when I was like 17. I was like, I could go to Nevada and do something fun. And I decided not to do it because I realized what it really meant. You had to give up who you were. But I think that if a woman's willing to do that, to go down to that level, it should be a problem. Women should be allowed to do, because basically they're allowed to take control of their body. It's the same concept of women having an abortion or taking birth control. That's another thing that the prostitutes should be forced to have. Possibly, yeah, some form of control other than condom. Because the problem would be, a lot of women would get into business because of how bad the economy was. And then you would have a bunch of babies and welfare. Yeah. But I honestly think that prostitution should be legalized. Women have a right to control their body and who they sleep with. What is the difference between a slut and a prostitute? Seriously. One's just smarter to get paid for something that she already loves to do. Even if it's something really stupid. And I believe, anyway, that most prostitutes really don't give a shit about their body and what people view of them. But we're so caught up about sex in America that we cannot get past the idea that somebody can sell their body. And people might argue that it's actually a form of slavery, that you're just selling your own body instead. But what's the difference of working? I go to my job, I stand around for like 7 hours, I'm selling my soul to the company. My body is there selling. The only difference is I'm not having sex. So what's the difference? Like, a prostitute has sex. So what? So you're not supposed to have sex on the job, basically, what the government's saying. But that is wrong, because if anything we can turn into a business, anything it will be. Marijuana should be legalized. In fact, because it helps people who have cancer. Like, I know a girl, she takes it because she has cancer. And she's super chill, and she has a healthy body weight. Yeah. Because of the fact that she does it a lot, though. That's the difference. And I think it's pretty cool, because like, she's pretty chill. Like, she's gonna hurt, cancer's gonna heal and everything, but it should be legalized for people who need it, that actually need it. Because I know people that get really pissed off at the people that just give it out just because, like, I'm a hippie, here you go. No. I get mad at people that I know that said they went to a club or a refinery and told the guy behind the counter how he's getting his card, and the guy gave him seconds, basically. And that kind of like, what? And this guy was pretty chill about it, but like, I thought that was kind of bad of him. Well, anyways, I think I need to start settling down.